Happy 2025 guys, and welcome back to my channel. For this video, I will talk about my very first pregnancy shoot in my studio garage where I used two different lights. And here's the twist. Neither of those lights is what you typically use for this type of shoot. So if you are someone who loves experiment and wants to create stunning photos without investing in expensive equipment, stick around. I'll show you how to get creative with what you have. Let's do it. For this shoot, I wanted to try something different and decided to use two lights with two different colors. The ideal setup for this would involve a LED light stick or a panel with gels, but I've never needed those for my regular client work, so I didn't invest in them. I did once buy a cheap LED light stick from Temu that you probably saw me using before, but honestly, it's terrible. The battery doesn't last and it just doesn't perform well. So you would have to eventually buy something more expensive. So I had to find something else. Here is what I use for this shot: a LED floor lamp from home. This lamp lets you pick different colors and it's definitely not professional grade, but it did the job. Because it's not very powerful, I had to place it super close to me, even to the point where it showed up in some photos. But that's fine though, because removing it in post, it's easy. The second light was my Godox AG200 portable flash. I love this light, it's versatile, portable, and works well in both studio and outdoor settings. While it's not as powerful as a regular strobe, it's perfect for lots of situations. For this shoot, I used the LED head attachment and pair it with the barn doors and the filters that are included. So I placed the floor lamp on one side and the AG200 on the other side, both super close to me since neither was very strong. The goal was to have the light reflect on me, so I kept adjusting the settings until I got the look I wanted. I kept my outfit and makeup simple. For my hair, I did mermaid waves, which I end up loving it. For the camera settings, I recommend you to try different settings and see what works for you and what you prefer. For strong, vibrant colors, I recommend keeping your aperture between 5, 6, or 8. I did experiment with 2.8 for a few shots, but it wasn't really necessary since I wasn't aiming to blur the background. Plus, focusing can get tricky when you are doing self-portraits at 2.8. I also played with a slower shutter speed for some shots to try something even more creative, and the results were a bit more wild but creative. And to add a bit of movement to the photos, I use my floor fan, the same one I usually use for my clients for the same purpose. It's such a simple touch, but I highly recommend it for the extra effect. The editing was pretty straightforward. I followed what I usually do for my studio photos in Photoshop. I cropped or expanded and cleaned up the framing, removing the floor lamp from the shots that I had to. Then I used the liquify tool to refine the shape of mostly hair and clothes, but you can also use it in body and face. I then applied high frequency separation for skin retouching, did some dodgy and burn adjustment using curves, and finish up with the camera raw filter, adding as well sharpness with a high pass filter. And here are the final results. I hope you liked it. I tried different colors combinations, but my favorite was definitely red and blue. It gave the photos a bold and dramatic vibe. So that's it, guys. I hope this inspires you to experiment with creative lighting setups, even with non-professional gear. You don't always need them. My floor lamp, I believe, was about 20 bucks, and you could even use LED strips, which are even cheaper. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, share with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for more creative photography tips and ideas. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye!